This will be a description of Quickdraw version 5's ability to manage Drawloom threads. So let me first switch back over. I'm going to ask for Drawloom, and it kind of automatically comes up with 8 shafts and treadles, just so it's on an easy line. We switch back to 4 and 4, just 10 draw chords for sake of purpose. And note the autofill there is relevant to where we're going. It's on at the moment. When I go back to the edit, the green lines are now marking where the ground shafts are versus the pattern shafts beyond that. First thing I'm going to do is clear the overall tie-up. Now let me scroll in a bit. And what I'm going to do when I set up the ground treadles is the open box is a floating or draft thread. There's a draw thread. And if I take the mouse and slide up, it's going to give me a rising shed mark. If I take the shaft, if I take the mouse and move it down, when I let go, it's going to give me an X for a falling shed. So let me do that again so I can actually create a little 4-thread tie-up here. So I've now got the basic tie-up. Now, what I want to do is draw in some ground shafts. I'm just going to add the drawing tool. So I've now got a ground shaft there. Didn't scroll over, yes I did. So when I go back to the top here, again, what I want to do is go to the weft, select all, and delete just to get rid of everything else that's there. Now what I'm going to do is just take that same twill tool. I'm going to draw a few sheds in. I've now got the ground threads. Now what I want to do I'm just going to ask for a line tool here and fill out the rest of the drawing threads. Now you'll notice when I was on the setup page, the autofill icon, if I click any block in the additional shafts, when I click these guys now, if I click it, it will toggle the whole block on and off. And I can add as many of those however I want to. This is a fully robust tie-up. I can connect any shaft to any treadle. So at the moment, I've got 10 treadles, 8 draw shafts. And as I play with those, that say it's an easier means of clicking the entire block. If I turn that off for the second, let me click autofill again. When I come back in now, it's actually just going to set selected threads, which is probably not what you want it for a Drawloom, but depending upon the pattern, that may be a better solution. So that gives me the basic capability of, let me turn that back on and clean up that mess. So that would give me a simple little pattern. So I've now got just a simple little cross in the pattern. Now if I don't want all the rest of these guys that I drawn in, I can just select that, delete those guys, scroll back over where it was, similar thing on the weft. Okay, so now I've got a nice simple little pattern. And if I want to, I can actually now look at that in the view, and I can select any number of shafts and treadles, but that's how the editor will work when I'm playing with Drawloom functions. So I can now control the tie-up, add a second set of harnesses on each one of the weft threads, and the pattern treadles on the tread length sequence. Thank you.